see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Hey, report. Sit up.
On first down, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Hopkins making the grab downfield. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 1. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Play fake, Darnold. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Walker now from the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Young lady.
3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Lady. Ready.
They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. He connects downfield. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
On the carry, it's Walker. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Outside. Red 80. Inside.
From the gun, Darnold. Connects on the crosser. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Darnold looking to throw. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know what's interesting, Kate? Even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Side. Side.
From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second and 10, Darnold. It's a screen pass, Charbonnet. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Darnold. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Ravens 21, Seahawks 18.
So we're down to a 3-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Here's Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Lamar off the play fake. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Nice shot.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He'll throw it. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
DC.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 18. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Out
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. On second and 10 now, Darnold. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks down by 10. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Here, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He'll get this to Henry. And they bring him down around the 34.
That's That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Jackson now on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Kate, any way you look at it, any script you were going to write for a comeback, it started with the field goal. They had to have that right there, and they don't. So you can rip up that script, not sure there's enough time remaining to find a way to win.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
There we go.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
Second and 19 at the 32-yard line.
Now Darnold on the play action. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
This one left for Lamar. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game. They're taking this victory back east with them. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Seattle.